Alright, for my how-to video, I'm going to be showing how to run the best Madden defense. Because every time I see most people play Madden, they kind of just run coach suggestions, and it's really annoying to look at. Uh, so this is just kind of going to be like a really basic guide on some stuff you can do to like heavily improve your defense. So first, we're just going to look at playbooks, what playbooks you should be running for defense. First, I'm going to go over playbooks. The two probably best defensive playbooks in the game, Ravens and Patriots. The Ravens defensive playbook is probably the most complete meta defense in the game that you can run. There's multiple 3-4, 4-3 fronts. You have good nickel packages. Nickel's probably my favorite defense in the game to run. Basically, they've got a lot of cover 3, cover 2, and you could probably mix in some man, but man, no one really runs man. Works against everything. Madden, people just spam the short pass, so if you adjust your defense, the Ravens defense will be your best bet on stopping that. And then the Patriots defense is for something like when you're playing a weaker defense, or weaker offense, excuse me, like the Bengals. Their offensive line is not great. So, in the Patriots defense, there's a lot of blitz packages, disguise pressure looks, the defense, and obviously, like, I'll show in the adjustments, like, you can completely shift around your defense to what you're running, so you can, like, disguise your coverage and disguise your pass rush and all that. But basically, like, if you just want to heavily blitz your opponent, the Patriots defense is probably your way to go for that. Alright, and let's go to pre-snap adjustments now. Alright, so now we're going to go into coach adjustments. So I'm going to click the right stick. You can see the controller on the top left. Alright, so these are just like your pre-snap adjustments. It's stuff you can change. So first, your option read key. I turn this on to conservative. So if your opponent's running a QB read, they're going to focus on the quarterback. And yeah, that's about it. This I like on aggressive. For when they pitch the ball, they're going to focus on the pitch. The quarterback would be left open, but it doesn't really matter. Same with RPO. For this one, they're focusing on the pass coverage because when people run RPO in this game, they're mostly going to throw the ball. They're not really going to look for the run, especially if you have double stuff on your interior D-line. They're not going to be able to run the ball against you, and if you have good shifts. And then safety depth, close and pinch is what most people run, but this all depends on how you want to adjust your coverage so you can have close 8 yards off, tight 5 yards off the line. Prevent is for when you're preventing like a Hail Mary, and then deep, loose, and then back to default, which is probably like 12. And then width is just how close they are. Close pinch is probably the best because people run short passes. But if your opponent's like throwing the deep ball, you can make them wider, wide loose. I wouldn't go deep. I guess you could even have spread loose. But I'm just gonna go to close pinch. So now we're gonna talk about kind of the best defenses you should be running. All right. Now I'm gonna talk about plays. So you can either run a concept or formation. Don't use coach suggestions. Just don't do it. It sucks. So when you're calling plays, I call plays an over. I also call double mug. Mid blitz is probably one of the best blitzes in the game. I'm in Ravens playbook. Patriots playbook, if you want to use that, it's gonna have a lot more blitzes, obviously. Cub's pretty good. Cover 3 buzz, I like. But basically, cover 3 match. I run cover 3 match almost all the time. I stay in one defense and I'll make my adjustments on the field or in the pre-play adjustments as I need to. So if you look, I don't know if you can tell, I'm shelling my defense right now, so I'm disguising their coverage. So right now, as you can see, if I were to click cover 3 match, in like the bottom middle bar on the right, you can see it says shell, cover 4, cover 6, default, cover 0. So basically you can just shell your defense. So shell cover 4, it'll basically disguise your defense. And then you might see display stunts, so you can also stunt in this game. So if I were to hold X right now, I'm selecting cover 3 match, I'm going to flick the left stick up, and Texas Foreman is by far the best stunt in the game. It's not even close. It will generate pressure almost every time. You know, it will probably it'll leave your edges a little weak, but interior edge rushing in this game is much better. If they're going to run it to the outside, honestly, if you even were in a normal, if you were in a stunt, and you weren't running Texas Foreman, outside runs are going to beat you anyway. That's just how this game works. So you just want to really stuff that interior. And then I'll just call a play here for the Bears. You always want to use your middle linebacker. Don't ever use your D lineman. And then kind of just stay in your zone. Okay, well, the seams get open, and then we can obviously adjust if we need to. So, like, I'll stay on branch here. Cover the seam, and instant pressure. So, yeah, best stunt in the game. So, let's just say something like that. Like, say your opponent is only throwing the flat. You can come in here and adjust. So, your flats, curl flats, and hooks. So, your flats, these are your, like, cloud flats, soft squat zones. This is just your drop depth from the line of scrimmage, so 5 yards, 10 yards, 15, etc. If they're running really short, you can go 5. 0 is at the line of scrimmage. I wouldn't do 0. But, like, as you can see now, I have it in 5. So if you look on the left, my cloud flat, Amik Robertson, his hard flat is, like, close to the line of scrimmage. So that's if they were running, like, a zig route. So I have them in 0 right now, actually. I even overrid it. I'm just going to move in my D-line. See if that does anything. So, I mean, if you cover up here, yeah, you see that was absolutely boxed. So if your opponent's just doing that, you can change your flat routes. Yeah, that's about it with coverage adjustments. I don't think you'll need to really adjust your curl flats unless they're hitting you with slants, but you should be fine. And then lastly, we can go over on how you can do all this on the field. You QB spy, so if you hit a Y, A, oh, wait, excuse me, hit A, and then left on your right stick, he'll be in a QB spy, so if I user off of him, he'll just focus on the quarterback. See, so he couldn't really scramble there, so he had to throw it away, and it was incomplete. There's other adjustments you could do, but I'm not really going to get into that. I guess your defensive line, you can do quick stunts, so like you can stunt them in, slant inside, slant left, slant right. So if you know slant left, they'll go left, right, they'll go right. Outside, they'll all go outside. Inside, they'll all go inside. You can shift your linebackers. Your linebackers can pinch. So right on D-bag would be linebackers. They can pinch. They can spread. They can go left, right. You can blitz them all, zone them all. So if I zone them all, they're both in zone. I can blitz them both, and they would come in. But that's about it for really all the basic defensive stuff. So, I mean, if you can just adjust to what your opponent's running, you should be pretty good to beating all your friends.